had so many special guests that nobody knew was like popping up during his set. And he even brought back some of the artists that like had their own sets during Dreamville last year, had them come out because of like literally all the artists had a feature with him.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. No parking. Today I got a special guest, somebody that is anticipating a very special surprise and about to do something amazing that I actually envy and wish I was going to, but I can't let you know. Can't let her know that. Today I'm here with Anna. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. How's it going?
Pretty good. You know, thank you for hanging out with me. Always coming to the garage. But now you told me something, and I'm extremely excited for you, and I know you're extremely excited. Upcoming event, the Dreamville Festival.
Absolutely, so excited.
Okay, this only happens, it doesn't even happen once a year, does it? Because like
So he started it, J.Cole started it in 2018.
Right.
And it was an annual thing, given like 1 year minus COVID, during COVID.
Okay.
But this year is like the 5th and final year.
Okay. So it's like a hit or miss with him, I don't know. He does really put on for the city. Now, as soon as I saw the lineup, the stars are out. Like, the stars are coming out to North Carolina, and I can't believe it. Shout out to everybody in the lineup that's, like, coming out to support him. Too bad this is last year. But, like, who are some of your favorites that's on the lineup, that's on the card?
This year, super excited for Coco Jones, Glorilla, Wale, Keisha Cole.
Oh, wow. Wale making a comeback. That's dope.
Right?
That's dope.
Like, last year, he had Jeremiah.
Okay, yeah. Classic.
Nicki Minaj.
No way Nicki Minaj came out last year?
Nicki Minaj came out last year. Now, I will say, she was like an hour and a half late.
Oh, okay. Yeah. True Nicki Minaj fashion.
Yeah, true Nicki Minaj fashion.
Yeah.
She came out late as hell, and then her set wasn't even like her full set for real. It was like rushed because she was also like right before J.Cole, because she was on Finale Night.
Okay. Wow. She was like the big hit right before J.Cole comes out.
So
yeah, that
was like a whole fiasco in itself, but great experience, and I said.
That had to be different, for real. Now, what songs did Nicki perform like back then? Do you think she's gonna be here this year?
No, I don't think she's gonna be here this year, just because last year it was such a thing with her being so late. Her set like literally wasn't even put together. It really felt last minute, even though like when the lineup dropped, it dropped a month ahead last year.
Okay.
It was actually on time rather than this year it was late.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And so it's just like every year it kind of feels thrown together.
Mm-hmm.
And like I get it, because a lot of the artists are repeat artists.
Okay.
Like it's people close to J. Cole.
Okay, so people from his label or people from North Carolina?
Yeah, like just close like connections that he has in the music industry.
Does this take place in Fayetteville? Like, I didn't even see where it took place at.
No, it actually takes place in Raleigh.
In Raleigh, yeah, I actually did read that it took place in Raleigh, but I was hoping it was in Fayetteville, where he's from. You know?
It would honestly make sense, given the fact that like J. Cole has funded all of this, but it also makes sense that it's in Raleigh, just because Raleigh has like, it had the place.
Right.
Now I will say, like, over the years that Dreamville has been a thing, it has gotten so big to where this is why it's the last place. Like last year, the place is just grown too small.
Yeah, that's
to
why
how big it's gotten.
People will never come to Raleigh. They always go to Charlotte because Raleigh's too small. They don't have the capacity.
But look, these artists are putting Raleigh on the map.
That's what's up. I definitely want some big artists to come and tour out in North Carolina, We need more to do. Our North Carolinians, we deserve the bright lights.
Shout out to NC.
For real. We deserve it. But you said on the lineup, I know that Keisha Cole is supposed to be there. Like, how are you? How excited? Erica Badu as well. You know,
shout out to Erica.
That's
Badu.
wild. Now, like,
Shout
you go
out.
for J. Cole and then, like, leave with the Erica Badu experience for the same price. Like, that's priceless.
And look, like,
You can't
people,
pay for that.
like, when it comes to Dreamville, them tickets are not cheap. But you gotta think about it. You're paying this one price to see so many different artists
Right.
in so many different genres. Keep in mind, this year, 2025, we have Keisha Cole,
That's
Chief
funny.
Keef,
Chief Keef's gonna be there?
21 Savage,
Yeah, shout
Lil
out.
Wayne, Glorilla,
Damn.
Wale, like, all in 2 days.
Yeah, they're competing with Rolling Loud right now.
Like,
Yeah, type crazy. I wonder how their pop-out events. My favorite part of concerts are the merchandise and, like, getting t-shirts and shirts. The lines are crazy. It's absolutely nuts. The prices are ridiculous.
oh my gosh.
But you're not paying the price for the item, you're paying for the experience. You're paying to say you did it. So it's always great. It's like paying those $1,000 to go to playoff games, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a little steep, but like these are once in a lifetime opportunities and
Literally.
experiences for real. So it's definitely always well worth it. For all my people that just like are always saving and crunching, go live your life. Go do some things, you know. You might enjoy it. It's a good story to tell by the fire.
It is.
You know, for real. But now Keisha Cole, Erica Badu, you know, we just missing Mary J. Blige. Like, now with all of that,
Honestly, I was low-key kind of expecting
might be a
it.
special
I
guest.
was.
you know, has you ever had like a special guest, like somebody pop up you didn't know?
Last year, during, like, because, you know, J. Cole, like, does the big finale on the second day, like, to close out the whole festival type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so last year was actually my first year going, and he had so many special guests that
Mhm.
nobody knew was, like, popping up
Oh, wow.
during his set. And he even brought back some of the artists that, like, had their own sets during Dreamville last year,
Mhm.
had them come out because of, like, literally all the artists had a feature with him. So they, like, performed the song together.
Yeah.
Had other people that, like, was a complete surprise. It was literally a once in a lifetime experience. And I'm so grateful to be able to see it for a second time.
Yeah, that's mad wild. Now, do you think he's gonna perform some Might Delete This Later or Might Delete Later?
Honestly, I think he might, just because this year I know he has Ari Lennox
Okay.
on the lineup as well, and they actually had a song that Ari featured on called Pricey on Might Delete Later.
Okay. I definitely respect J. Cole for like putting us on the map and giving the spotlight to, you know, such a small music market here, you know. The baby, he does it as well, but he just shows the raunchy, crazy side. So it's like, I give J. Cole respect for making it seem a little classy and intelligent, you know? So, I definitely like his music. Now, how do you feel about his stance with this Kendrick and Drake trifecta, or like, you know?
Honestly, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked.
Please tell me.
So, Might Delete Later actually, like, dropped while, like, at the beginning of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he dropped it, he dropped a 7-minute drill on it, and basically was like having a response to Kendrick, and then took it back, right?
Right. Remember that.
Now,
Half this, half
right.
story. I don't know what's going on.
And so, honestly, kudos to J. Cole, because he knew himself. He knew that wasn't him.
Right.
Like, he knew that's not where he wanted to be. Like, it had nothing to do with him.
Did he even mention J. Cole? I don't think he
No,
mentioned
J.
Kendrick.
Cole was never mentioned. Like, it was not a direct diss to J. Cole at all.
Yeah.
The only reason J. Cole responded was because he said, fuck the big three, it's just Big Me.
Yeah, yeah. So he did kind of say J. Cole without saying subliminally. Yeah.
Right, but that was the only thing. So that's why J. Cole did 7 Minute Drill.
Okay.
But when, like, behind the scenes, obviously nobody really knows what happened, but knowing the type of person that J. Cole is, and then knowing how Kendrick is, they're very methodical in how they do things. Like,
sure.
they're very precise.
Yeah, like
It's
Warzone type
right.
shit, yeah.
So when I'm pretty sure, like, I could see them two having a conversation one-on-one, and then him getting the understanding that, like, I'm really, like, the issue is with Drake. Kendrick freaking hates Drake. And we all know this. So, like, that's where the beef really lies. It's like, J. Cole isn't a beefer. Like, he's gonna stand 10 toes and he's gonna let you know you're not gonna run all over me. But it wasn't worth, like, you see how far the Kendrick and Drake beef went.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth J. Cole putting his time and effort into, because J. Cole is so much more bigger than that.
Do you think J. Cole could have created a better diss than Drake back and forth? Like, do you think if it was Kendrick and J. Cole back and forth, it would have been better?
Honestly, it probably would have, just because Drake can write a beat, but as far as, like, wordplay, I think Kendrick and J. Cole got Drake beat by a long shot.
Okay. So it would have been like a lyrical battle.
Yeah,
If it was J.
because
Cole.
you gotta think, when it comes to, like, dissing and, like, rap battles, that's literally what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
you gotta make the words make you
Sting. You gotta make
right.
it hurt. And that's exactly what Kendrick did. He made those words hurt. And hurt.
And did.
Yeah,
And did.
Yeah, they definitely hurt. But yeah, that was rough. Luckily, he's recovering slowly from that. He'll be alright. Hopefully, he wins his little lawsuit, and then he'll be alright. But
Come on now.
I mean, calling somebody those type of allegations on a national platform when there's no records or nobody standing up for it, and there's nobody in jail, like R. Kelly, there's other artists that went to jail for the same allegations, you know, and he's not in jail, and he's not on trial, and nobody's ever stood up and said anything against him. But it's okay to call him that, you know? It's kind of weird. And it's kind of weird and a shame on America to even, but I kind of say maybe it's not.
Hold on. So if you feel that way about Drake's situation, would you feel the same way about Diddy's situation?
I don't really know what Diddy did. You see what I'm saying?
And
Like,
you don't really know what Drake did.
no, but if I wanted to get into what Diddy did, there's a court case and there's things saying what Drake did. There is no court case. I've seen Diddy in jail. I've seen the cops at Diddy's house. I've seen them escort him out and put him in handcuffs. That's never happened to Drake. Like, you've never ever seen Drake in court about a girl. You've never seen him in paparazzi about a girl and, hey, did you do this, blah, blah. Like, you've never seen that. Like, no, because it never really happened. He may have had a couple of word exchange with Millie Bobby Brown, and even she's telling you that was innocent. So it's like, I just think the narrative of Drake being a pedophile, it suits more of how people are with you when it's beneficial and not with you when it's not. So, like, if you're a biracial person and, like, it's cool you black up until you do something that shows that you white, you know? And then, like, oh, snap, you not like us. And then they remove half of that part of you. You know what I mean? So, Drake not being American and not being black, solely black. And his mother being white and all that, it it just estranged him from the black community slowly over time. When Kendrick exposed it, it was like, yo, he not black, and his mama white, and then now everybody's like, oh snap, he not white. I mean, he not black. He is white. White boy, and then that's over. Have you ever been in the hood and you seen one white kid? They don't even call them by their names. They just call them white boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't, in the black culture, they don't recognize you as an individual. They see you for what you represent. You know what I mean? So Drake represents oppression to them. Drake's always been rich, and he's famous, and he's got everything. So now he represents oppression. Kendrick, though he is rich and he has everything, doesn't flaunt it. He's not he doesn't have a lot of Instagram posts. He's not Drake, who is backing a gambling company who's internet gambling millions of dollars away. So it's like playing, because he's not from this country and he doesn't understand poverty at a different level. You know what I mean? He's from Canada, who has free health care, and their poverty is very lax and luster. You know, they don't even have a lot of people over there. You know, so because he hasn't experienced poverty on this type of level, you know what I mean? You're talking about Compton poverty versus Manchester, you know, some shit over there type shit, or some Canadian shit. It's just different. I definitely think Drake has played in the faces of Americans and played in the faces of people with his money. So people don't look at him as an individual, as an equal. We can't relate to you like that. Now, I do believe that J.Cole and Kendrick Lamar make meaningful music, you know, and that their goal is to create music that has a deeper meaning and a substance that can be broken down and held with you over time. I agree with that, you know. But if you're looking for mood music, and you're looking for like to be upbeat, if you're looking to be in love, if you're looking to have, like, do things, Drake has the music for you to go do something to. You know, like, you listen to Kendrick, you need to sit down and listen to this shit. I can't even be talking to you. I can't be nowhere. You know what I mean? I need to be sitting down with headphones on, with my eyes closed in the dark room, listening to Kendrick so I can feel it. You know, or Cole. Cole, I got to. Drake, man, I could be working out and doing this. I could be fucking mowing the lawn. You know, like, I will say this: when J.Cole really had like that Rock Nation deal in the beginning, they had him doing pop songs. They had him doing all those hard ass songs like, with the Miguel one, Got Me Up All Night.
Okay.
Yeah, they had him doing all those hard songs, Workout, the one with Trey Songz, the Can't Get Enough, the Barbados, Eggs, Cheese, and Potatoes, that one, you know? They had him doing all of that. Once he got over that deal, and like, you know, he don't have to do that no more, he can just do what he wants. It's more solo. You know, though Forest Hill Drive was like no features, right? It's a no features, one of his best albums. Well, maybe the best album to me that J. Cole's ever done.
It is. He actually just had an anniversary for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like his Drake. Drake had an album that same year or around that same time called Nothing Was the Same. And like, I think it was around the same time. And those were some very pivotal albums. Very. Cole really expanded his game. Now with the whole like, I like Cole with the taper, you know, and the fro. Like, that was a good Cole. This Cole with the dreads and the Jay-Z dreads, same exact dreads Jay-Z got.
Okay, I feel like you're biased though.
I just feel like he got a little too Master Splinter on us and didn't give us enough Ninja Turtle while he had it. You know, pop your shit, bro. Enjoy life.
He's not done yet. He is definitely not done yet.
But he's already naming albums might delete later. He's always naming albums the fall off. If you can foreshadow something, right? Foreshadowing his career, he's trying to tell you that he's not going to do this long. He's telling you in that everything he's creating can be erase, or tomorrow it won't. It doesn't matter. Like he's giving you that, so that way when he falls off and he doesn't make any more music, you don't think it's weird. Like he already told you, I'm gonna fall off. I'm gonna delete this. It's not worth it. Like, type of music, and that's when you lose the creative process. I feel like you lose that burning desire to create. And you know how they always get on Drake for collaborators and people that work with him. Mm-hmm. And someone like J.Cole will never use a collaborator. I can tell. He's the type of guy who would never ever use a collaborator. Like, it's me and this pen in this room by myself, and that becomes tedious over time. That becomes like brain altering work where you're trying to always create something better than your last. Except for when you have, that's why the music doesn't come out. That's why you're a J. Cole fan and you don't have a lot of albums. And the people are Kendrick fans and he doesn't have a lot of albums, because when you're trying to create the process on your own, it's going to take you way longer to make a song than when you're in Chris Brown or a Usher or a Drake situation where you're around people who are creating and collabing, and you guys can bounce off ideas from each other and make music. And the music is savvy, the music is on time, the music is about the current times, and it sounds more right now and in touch because they're making music about the time and in the time. You know what I mean? You're hearing a J. Cole song that he probably wrote 5 years ago. So I'm saying that he couldn't find an ending to or find a beat to. You know what I'm saying? But now he's putting on the album that he's been waiting 3 years to drop. You know what I'm saying? Drake can drop an album every year consecutively because he's working with people who are actively in the industry. He's following the waves and seeing the times and evolving with them. J. Cole hasn't made a song with a pop artist since the album. When's the last time I've heard somebody singing on J. Cole? You said the Ari Lennox song. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right, he had lots of features.
And I'm glad to see him doing that and working with smaller artists, but
well, that's what he's about.
It should still be a little bit of both. It should be lifting up the smaller artists, but also letting people know that you can hang with the big dogs.
It's J. Cole. He been hanging with the big dogs. He been in the industry for how long now?
Is J. Cole a model of consistency in the music industry? Or are you listening to the same albums over and over again for years?
It's the same albums.
Right. So that's not hard. That's easier to say that, I dropped these albums and you sat on them for 5 years compared to somebody who's cranking out music consistently and it's still good. See what I'm saying? I respect J. Cole. I respect the music. It's amazing. But how long do we have to wait to get another album? And then you give it something and you say might delete later. Why would you delete it, sir? Why would you do that?
The album is still out.
Right. It is.
It's not going anywhere.
Why would you name it that? Why would you name it that? That's a good question. I hope somebody asked him that at the concert. Why would you name it that, sir? Of all the names, might delete later. It sounds like you have anxiety.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
My theory would be because he had 7-minute drill on it and he knew he wasn't going to leave it.
Because of one song you changed.
Might delete later. And he deleted it later.
He did.
He did. I was actually there. I heard him live when he announced that he was deleting it.
That's wild. We should shoot a podcast. Might delete later. Might say anything I want. But yeah, that's wild. I guess it's weird because even with that title, it's once you put it on the internet, it's here forever. There's a carbon footprint that's going to be here forever. So it didn't make sense to me. I'm yeah, right. You delete it on your profile, somebody will create you know what I mean, a fake you and post it. So
screen recording.
Yeah, it's
anything.
over. It's over, for sure. But so what is your plan for hydration out there? Like it's an outside festival, right?
Yes, it's all outside. It's at Dorothea Dix Park in Raleigh.
Okay.
So like downtown area.
North Carolina's weather's been kind of nice lately.
Honestly, now I can say last year when I went, it was like hot during the day, like burning up all day, and then at night it like got so cold.
Oh, wow.
So like, but you know North Carolina weather.
Yes, bipolar.
So, yeah.
As hell. Probably top 3 worst weathers in America. Yeah,
it don't never know what it wants to be.
Never. Like hot today, cold tomorrow, guaranteed. So yeah, hot, raining in the morning, sun by 12 o'clock, like the craziest shit.
So I don't know. I can't remember if we can bring water bottles, like our own water bottles, but I know they have like water stations on the inside. So I had like last year I bought these fake sunscreen bottles and I had put liquor in it.
Okay, is it too hot for that? Like you about to pass out trying to get drunk out there?
Oh my gosh, story time, right?
Okay.
Story time. So
we love tea time.
I had went with my best friend and we wanted to join the mosh pit.
Mm-hmm.
First time ever being in a mosh pit, okay?
Okay.
I'm a small gal,
That'd
you
be
know?
wild. Like a real wild mosh pit?
Like, I'm talking the dude that sing No Type.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's on stage, set going crazy.
Oh,
he's playing all the classics. You can already imagine what is happening right now.
People are going crazy, absolutely.
Bruh, so keep in mind, this is on Sunday, so this was the day of J.Cole was closing out. I was like, it's my first time at Dreamville, and I went to see J.Cole and SZA. SZA was there too. Okay. So I was like, hell yeah. So I wanted to camp out. I wanted to be as close to the stage as I could possibly get. And so I had like a bottle and a half of water. Keep in mind, I'm there from like 12 p.m. till J. Cole didn't hit this stage until like, I think it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock that night.
Damn.
But
yeah.
I'm from like 12:30 all the way up until like, I think Nicki's set was at 8. So I had passed out in the mosh pit during Rima's set.
Wow.
So at like 6:30. I wake up. It's basically the end of Rima's set. They have done like body surf me to the front. I done made it to the medical tent.
That's crazy.
Keep in mind, I passed out because I only had a bottle of water. I had 2 tacos. I had smoked 3 blunts.
Damn.
And I like was steady taking shots. And I had an edible. But I fucked up because I forgot that I had ate the edible. And I had smoked my last blunt and took 2 shots on top of it.
Fuck, no food.
I was done for.
So like you passed out and woke up in the medical tent. You don't know how you got from the middle of the crowd all the way there.
I remember literally looking at my friend and I was like, I need water because people were dropping like flies. Like
it was hot?
It not only was it hot, but it was just people like me that like was so excited that like they hadn't left where they were because we were so bound and determined to keep our spot where we were. Literally.
Oh, you were in the
camping.
Front of it. Yeah,
we were camping there.
Damn.
So it was just like, it was very much an experience. I remember I was like, I need water. And I literally like went to like grab their arm. And as I'm like grabbing their arm, it went black.
Damn. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
I have never been like front row to any concerts. I'm more like of a boxy, like high up person. But I'm pretty sure that's like a wild experience. I'm just scared that like what if the artist jumps into the crowd, like what if you're standing down there and like a motherfucker jumps and wants you to
like,
hold him?
okay, so I won't say that the artist like jumped in the crowd, but like the way they had it set up is like Dreamville has two stages. It's like a big main stage on one end and then like a smaller stage on the other end. And so like on this particular stage, it was like set up to where they had like the fence of like where everybody is, and then it's like a space in between the fence and the actual stage.
Okay.
So like some artists would like get down and like walk through there, so that you could like technically be closer to them or whatever, give them a handshake or whatever.
Okay.
If they are such fans. But then the other stage, it was like from the fence to the stage was like at least 10, 15 feet. So like artists wasn't really hopping off because it was like it's a big size difference between the main stage and this other stage.
Okay.
So like.
So they couldn't do that. Somebody said, well, I saw a video. You know Dave Blunt. So you've seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's gonna jump in the crowd at Rolling Loud.
Honestly, if he do, I just hope whoever caught him they made it.
What if you were down there?
I'm dead.
Yeah, man.
Like I said,
Broken leg.
I am a small gal.
Yeah. So that's gonna be extra wild. So we're definitely anticipating all those wonderful guests at Dreamville, and just putting on for North Carolina in general. I definitely can appreciate J.Cole for that. But I appreciate you for coming out and talking to me, and I'm more excited than you are. You hope you tell me everything that happens. What's something wild that you like? Well, no, Chief Keef being there is probably wild as hell. That's
as
gonna
long as he played Lil Sosa,
Chief
I'm
Keef
good.
and
I'm
Anicia.
set for life.
That's gonna be wild as hell. But again, guys, thank you for coming, checking us out, man. Here at No Parking. Thank you, Anna, for coming and chilling with me.
Of course.
Until next time, we'll catch up.
Until next time.
All right.